Hey everyone, it's Scott here from RE/MAX, East Coast Elite Realty. Welcome to another episode of Hometown Proud. Today we are featuring, as you can see, a local business here in the little community of Newmarket. We're about 3.5 kilometers off the Trans-Canada Highway west of Fredericton, and we are at Northeast Metal Roofing. These guys are a manufacturer of steel roofing and siding and all various and related products. So we're going to take a walk around here. We're going to go in and talk to the owners, Bonnie and Lori, and see what they got to offer. Hey everyone, we're inside the production shop here at Northeast Metal Roofing, and I'm going to let these two fine folks introduce themselves. They are the owners here at Northeast. And
hi, I'm Lori Burgoyne, 50% owner of Northeast Metal Roofing.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Burgoyne. I'm the other 50% owner of Northeast Metal Roofing.
I'm glad you answered like that when he said 50%. That's a good thing that you got the other 50. I didn't know if we were going to break it into other divisions or not there. So I guess the obvious is, how long you been in business here, Lori?
Well, we started here in 1998, I guess it was. So we're in our 29th year now. We've been producing metal since 2018, and we've been selling metal since 2012, I believe it was.
So this is a family-run business. You have a couple of offspring. I see maybe one bouncing around here.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have two kids. Jaden's 18. He just finished high school in Harvey, graduated a couple weeks ago, and our daughter Rachel is 15.
Wow. So I see one of them walking around here, and it's an employee.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jaden's our newest full-time employee.
So speaking of employees, how many do you have here, and does it vary throughout?
It does vary. We have 7 in total right now. We used to run 9, but we've dropped back a couple, not due to lack of production, but efficiencies. New equipment has enabled us to improve our throughput. So we can actually do 3 times the production with less staff with the new setup. I still call it a new setup. However, we've been in production with this now for 2 years.
Nice. So I had no idea, which I probably should have known, but I had no idea this place is massive. This is massive. You wouldn't know it by driving by, but this is a big. How big is this? What are we?
Our current production facility is 10,000 square feet. And we stock 20 different colors of metal. So we have an overflow of about 14 sea containers in the yard here that we stock coils and different items that go along with our roofing here.
So you see, or I see, the product steel roofing seems to be more popular than ever. See a lot of, I've noticed personally a big, I think, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, you see more and more houses with it. And I guess one of the questions I had, I see people using it for a lot of purposes other than roofs projects. Is you finding that's a...
We do. We're seeing a lot of people switching now from vinyl to metal for siding, even on new construction, on homes, not just garages or camps. We're seeing people doing fences, planter boxes, you name it. There's a lot of creativity out there, and people are certainly utilizing their products for many different things other than just roofing.
A lot of accent walls, like interior as well. Some people are doing it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So if I drive in here on any given day, probably going to find you out and around all this somewhere.
Yeah, I'm somewhere on the property most of the time. Not necessarily in the production shop. I've kind of stepped out of that a little bit. It seems to be running smooth, so I'm just kind of here to oversee it at this point and look over the entire operation between the office, the production, deliveries, everything.
Bonnie, I might find you where I found you maybe when I first come in.
Yes, you'll find me in the office.
It's a nice building. Very, very well done. Everything here is very tastefully done. You shut something off behind us here. So what's this? This is obviously, must be one of the integral parts of the operation behind us.
It is. This is the roll former that produces our sheets. It's a completely automatic machine. So by me saying that, it takes one guy to just punch in the order and he can stand there and watch it produce itself, basically. He has to put a guard on the sheet as it comes off or comes through the machine. And that's all he really has to do is make sure that it doesn't scratch the one underneath with this guard. And he can punch in multiple orders at once and just produces and shuts off when it's done.
Cool. How long of a piece of product can you produce?
We can do 50 feet in here.
In one piece?
In one piece, yeah. Now, we don't recommend it, but we can do it.
Wow, isn't that something? And I know you already answered this, but colors, you said how many different colors?
We do stock 20 different colors. Black is always our number one seller. It's been that way since day one. However, we do have textured products as well, and we offer that in 4 different colors, and we see an increase in that annually. Black, again, being our number one textured color for selling. And a couple of the benefits to the textures are they don't show the blemishes in your roof deck because they're a matte finish, and they also have a little bit of grip to them, so they will actually hold the snow like a shingle will.
I mean, the obvious, we're surrounded by it here, which would be kind of odd for you to have vinyl on the inside of a metal production, but I assume that it's very popular for inside too.
It is, yeah.
We do see a lot of people doing it inside garages and shops, yes. Yep.
Nice clean. Well,
certainly is.
Why steel? What do you think the benefits are in your mind if you were going to, I know you guys do trade shows. I've seen you around. We've chatted. What's the conversation look like if someone comes up and asks you why choose steel?
Durability. It's going to last 4 times longer than an asphalt roof typically. It comes with a 40-year manufacturer paint warranty, and with the amount of windstorms we've been seeing over the last few years, we just see a lot of people are tired of the shingles and replacing them. They're not holding up as well in our climate, and the metal is just time tested and proven. I mean, there's been metal products out for decades, and you'll see that, you'll drive around the country and you'll see old barns that had galvanized on it that are as rusty as anything, and they're still doing their job. They're still, shedding the water. So it's a time tested and proven product.
Good answer. Works for me. You guys ship your product? You truck it out of here yourself, or any deliveries or anything? Or
we do. We have a full-time delivery guy that he is seasonal. So yeah, we ship all over New Brunswick. We do a little bit into Nova Scotia and PEI, and we've shipped as far as Ontario and Newfoundland.
Getting your name out there a little bit. Some good marketing going on there somewhere. Word of mouth. Yeah. Well, that kind of brings me, I guess, to one of the things. You guys are, I guess I'd call you lifers here, born and raised, both of you, in and around the area. So the Harvey, I guess we call ourselves the Harvey rural community now, right? So the boundaries have stretched in here a little bit, but so what's important to you about the community and Harvey and the business? Why Harvey?
Harvey's always had a good sense of supporting each other when we need to, and that has been shown to us over the years. We had a fire in 2022, September of 2022, and the way that the community supported us through that and just rallied around us and gave us encouragement was very nice. And just by the community supporting us, we're able to give back to the community as well.
That was my next comment. I know you folks are involved with giving back and involved, which is nice. Kind of part of the reason why we do all this stuff, to give businesses like yours a platform for exposure, I guess, for lack of a better term. So, what do you see in the future? Where do you hope to be? Any Any big plans on the horizon that we should be aware of?
Well, there are some plans, but it's a little premature to really let them out of the bag at this point in time. But there are some plans for growth coming.
Mm-hmm. So we're focused, obviously on the steel roofing production here. But is there anything else associated with your business here? I noticed a few of the odds and ends when I come in the office there that a few items for sale. Very well done.
Well, you never know what you'll find in our office because we have a wide range of things. We have electric chainsaws, and there's bags of rags to utility knives. You just never know what's going to be in there. Wheelbarrows. We do sell garage doors as well, and we sell 2 different styles of interior pre-hung hollow core doors. We have polycarbonate sheets here for people building greenhouses and things like that. Just a variety of items.
I thought I seen looked like a deep freeze in there in the corner when I come in. Would that be?
That's for the ice cream.
Forgive that.
A little bit of ice cream for the employees on days like today, and also our kids, they sell some seafood out of there as well. They sell some haddock and salmon. So
nice. So you never know what you could go home with. Come in for a load of steel roofing and go home with supper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe some polycarbonate sheets to build a greenhouse to grow some more food, right?
So talking about the steel roofing specifically, just what do you call the profile that you have?
It's considered an agricultural profile. It is mainly used for residential. We do some commercial, however, that would be in a thicker gauge. Our standard gauge that we produce here is a 28 gauge, but we do currently just have the one profile. It is the most common that you will find out there for residential. And with this profile, you don't see any of the ripple oil canning that you would in other profiles, such as a standing seam often has what's considered oil canning, which is a ripply look to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So production here, do you stockpile or stock anything, or is it pretty much just prepared and made as the orders come in?
Sheets are produced to order. The only thing that we would have pre-made in the metal would be all of our trims, which are in our trim rack there, and we stock them.
I know we are laying with
Standard width, 36-inch coverage. Our trims are all 10 feet long, and we do a lot of custom trims as well now. So there's a lot of people that like to do something a little thicker, a little more durable for fascia metal. So we've seen a huge increase in the demand for us bending custom fascias and different custom trims over the last 2 or 3 seasons.
So a 36-inch coverage. So obviously these rolls must be wider than 36 inches.
That's correct. They start out at 41.
And then by the time they go through their series of whatever they go through, they come out at 30.
They go through the roll former through what's called stands, and it's a progressive profiling. As they progress through each stand, it just adds a little more profile to it, and that'll narrow the sheet in, and when it comes out the other end, it's completely formed and cut to length.
Nice. How long does it take to produce an average sheet?
It runs at 65 feet a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not messing around.
No, it's getting it done quick. So an average bungalow house is, about an 8-minute run.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. How does the cost compare to, ballpark with other products? With asphalt, I guess. Are we competitive? And for someone that don't know, I mean, obviously price is going to be comes up with everything, right?
Exactly. And I don't follow the asphalt market real closely, to be honest. We're comparing apples to oranges, basically, I do know that in comparison, though, it has leveled out a lot over the last few years, whereas 10 years ago, asphalt was a lot cheaper to go that route. And now they seem to have, the playing field is more level. So they're
Wonder roofside applications. There's so much with prices.
Somewhat comparable to other products, but I guess there's so many products that it depends on what you're comparing it against, right?
exactly.
Oh, same as the inside here. So
Yeah, it's all about the look you want as well,
did I ask you, or maybe you already told me about warranty? Is there
A 40-year paint warranty, yes.
40 years?
Yeah. And that's from the coil manufacturers. That has nothing to do with Northeast. That's entirely the manufacturer, because we don't do anything with the actual finish on the product. We just form it and cut it. So
if someone comes out and they've got an order for you, installation, do you guys do anything with installation, or have able to guide people in that aspect too?
Yep. So we don't do any installs, but we do have some contractor business cards at our front desk of contractors who purchase from us. So we'll hand those names out.
One of them be a race car driver by chance?
could be.
Could be.
Seems that might have come up in a previous conversation.
Yeah. We stand behind our product. If you go around the community, like any business, there's mistakes happens, but I'm pretty sure that you're going to find that when a mistake happens, it gets corrected as quickly as possible here at Northeast. And we look after our customers. Our customers is what made us grow to the point that we have, and as quickly as we did. When we started here in 2018 rolling our product ourselves, we started out in 1,680 square feet trying to do everything. 10,000 square feet.
And we still don't have enough room.
And we still don't, because we have 14 sea containers with overflow in them right now.
That's
That would be, there's about 400 ton of coil out there right now.
Wow. So obviously that doesn't come in here on the back of a half ton. I'm assuming one of these rolls is pretty heavy.
Our average coils weigh anywhere between 3 and 4.5 ton.
Each? So blacks, you're saying black remains, I guess it's like a white toilet, right? It's always been around.
Yep.
Same as the black metal.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite color, Bonnie?
I would have to say it's the textured colors, either the textured black or the textured charcoal. The textured burnished is really nice too, because it will take on a different color depending what's around it. So I've seen it out in the yard look brown. I've seen it kind of look almost like a olive green, just depending on what other colors are around it. So it's kind of cool.
What about you, Laura? You got a favorite?
Textured black. That's no questions there. It's just clean. It's crisp. It always looks good no matter what building it's going on. It fits in everywhere.
So you obviously you sell all the accessories. You mentioned that I'm assuming down that row down there is where a lot of stuff is the accessories. So you've got everything here for a complete job. Someone comes in.
We have everything right down to the nut driver.
And that would be the person holding it, or the actual
That
tool?
would be the actual thing that drives the screw. But no, we try to keep everything on hand here. We have the sealants, the underlay, all the trims. Like I said, we do a lot of custom trim now as well. When we started in 2018, like I mentioned, we were in 1,680 square feet, so we didn't really have the opportunity to do anything custom, because we were always just trying to keep up with orders, because it was very labor intensive with the original setup. Every trim that went out of here was made by hand, whereas now, and it was made on a press brake. Now we have a folding machine, we have a press brake, and we have a trim roll former. So like I said, our production has increased to the point that, we can do 3-4 times as much in a day with less people.
All right, guys. Well, this has been a very informative interview. Thanks for taking the time to sit down with us. I'm pretty impressed what you got here, and hope that maybe this provides a little platform to give people a little better knowledge of who and what you are. So if anybody's looking for any metal roofing products, come on out. This is an amazing spot. Get everything you need here. And once again, thanks guys for sitting down and taking the time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you,
We
Scott.
appreciate you coming out, Scott, and taking your time. So thank you everyone for watching this and for supporting us, because we can't do what we do without you. So thank you.